What is the best putting advice that you ever received?
Jeez. This is kind of was a blockbuster moment for me in the mid to late '80s. I was playing a tournament at Disney World in Orlando. Ben Crenshaw had won the Masters in '85, I think. Yeah. And he was on the practice putting green. I lived in Orlando and I was so nervous, but I had a friend of mine who was a golf instructor, Gary Smith. He worked for David Ledbetter. He wanted to video Ben Crenshaw's stroke, and I was pretty timid. He was a really approachable guy, but there weren't many people around. And I said to Ben, my friend Gary would love to record your stroke. And Ben was gracious. He said, sure, no problem. And he actually admitted to us right then that he wasn't playing particularly well and putting well. And I'm like, why would this guy ever tell me that he's not putting well? And he said, the ball's kind of, I'm hitting at it, not through it. I didn't really know what that meant. And he said, when I've putted my best, and this is Ben Crenshaw, he was God back then on the greens, as a big 8802 putter. And he said to me, I always try to let or allow my head and my knees to move when I putt. And I like to have my backswing longer than my follow through. And I had gotten to the point where I was really trying to be careful with my stroke in the backswing, long follow through, accelerate, stay dead still. And I'm like, wow, here's the best player in the world telling me the opposite of that. It's like this huge weight dropped off me. It unloaded like pressure. And I said, okay, so I'm allowed to move. It really made me feel like I could stand up there, hold on to the putter a little bit looser than I normally do. And I don't know, it was just a great burden off my shoulders. And it's advice that when I tell people that, they're looking at me like, and other instructors, you're trying to let your head and your knees move. And I said, no, I countered that by saying, I'm not trying to keep them still anymore. And that really helped. It's crazy.